today's story. So here at my son-in-law's house, Ellie's house, he says, I got to read this book. It came out in 2 volumes. I think some of you got it. Huh? The book on Shlomo Chaim Kesselman. No, you got it.
I have it, yeah.
You told me about it.
Amazing.
Yeah, you told me it's amazing, and my son-in-law tells me the same. And all those that read the book tell me he was the celebrated and much beloved mashpia in Kfar Chabad. Okay, I just opened at random, and here's a story. I'm going to quote. Rabbi Shlomo Chaim never despaired of any bocher who was at least prepared to listen. I'm reading this translation. It's funny. To those lightweight jesters, have you heard this expression before? A lightweight jester. Bocher, who had the audacity to retort when you would demand from them to daven, avoid, etc. So Bocher, those fellas that had the audacity to tell him that he too had taivas that he didn't control. So your taiva is davening and learning and farbrengen, and my taiva is this. So what do you making demands on me? You do what you want to do, and I want to do what I want to do. So the Bach is saying this a little bit in jest, but there's truth to it. So you enjoy this and I enjoy that. What's the difference? So he would answer by placidly retelling the story of the contemporary of the Alter Rebbe, the Moishe Leib Sosaver. The story is as follows. One day in his later years, the tzaddik encountered a boyhood friend of his. In the meantime, had thrown off the yoke of the mitzvahs and now challenged his old buddy. He says, Rebbe, what's the difference between us? I've got desires and you've got desires. You've got a desire to be a Rebbe, and I've got other desires. Sure, said Moishe Leib, except that in order to arrive at my taiva, you have to first break all the other taivas. There's a similar word from one of the Gedolei Chassidim of the Alter Rebbe, who said that if the pleasure seekers of the world would know the pleasure in likus and godliness, they would leave all the taivas leilam hazan and run like madmen after likus. He says, so why doesn't anybody do that? He says, because in order to even know this taiva, you got to break all the other ones. They're not ready to do that. It's only after the iskafia that the tainug, the true delight and pleasure in likus is possible. All right, dear friends, have a wonderful day.
Shikoach, Rabbi.
I just concluded. Chassidus brings this from one of the Shonim. I don't remember who. Not Ramban, maybe Abu Draham. I think that more the Rambam maybe in later in the Vochim. Anyway, that the heart can't contain 2 loves. Can't love Gashmis and love Ruchnis. Can't. The heart cannot contain 2 opposite loves. So in order to love Ruchnis, Be'emes, one has to go completely break the love of Gashmis. Period. All right, friends. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys. No, not tomorrow. We'll let you know what's happening.